29. Okay? And Monday through Thursday, even sometimes during the weekend there. I always joke about it in my regular semester. When it's Thursday or Friday, they're saying, hey, the weekend is coming up, so I'm planning your weekend activity. You need to read chapter so-and-so and do these homework problems there. And so every week we pretty much, I pretty much tell the student there, this is what you need to do during the weekend. You have to study for the material. Now, miracles don't happen. You work hard, you will be rewarded. There's no guarantee though. Sometimes you work hard and you may not get what you want. Okay. However, if you don't work hard, whatever you want is just not going to come. It's just not going to happen. So you need to make sure that you schedule your study time just as you schedule your courses there or other activities there. And this course does require a lot of time and effort outside of the classroom. And you do have opportunities to ask questions when you are on campus, Monday through Thursday. I'll be in my office after class there, and half of the class will see me in the lab. Now, since I'm teaching the lecture and the lab, I don't mind if you have a question about the lecture during the lab, and you can ask me that question there, and as long as I can take care of everyone else with questions about the lab first, and then I would be more than happy to spend some time with you, even during the lab, answering questions related to the lecture there. Okay, so you need to make sure that you understand my availability, and I have an open door policy there. So make sure that whenever you have a question there, you need to come to me. And this past semester, after the final grades are in, and several students emailed me, said, "Oh, I've been struggling all semester long and with this course, and I worked really hard, and I have tutors." I said, well, the first thing you should ask in terms of getting help is me. I never see them in my office during my office hours, so I can't really justify them. And how hard are they working on this course when they never come and see me in person asking questions there? So again, make sure you understand that I am available for the next 5 weeks for answering your questions there. And make sure you take full advantage of that. And many of you on other campuses there around the state, around the country there, you may have a fairly negative experience, because when you go to your professor and they will send you to their TAs. And we here at Howard Community College, we are dedicated to your college education. If you have a question, you have access to your professor. And I'll be more than happy to sit down with you and talk about chemistry or things not even related to chemistry. I'll be more than happy to chat with you. Okay, so make sure you take advantage of this. And where can you get help? And you can get help from me. Ask if you have a question. Do not keep the questions to yourself. Okay, and especially during the summer. If you have a question there, get the question answered. Otherwise, if you sit on it, before you know it, it becomes overwhelming. So I don't want that to happen. So I see you every day, Monday through Thursday, and for at least 2 hours, if not more. And after that, and I do have I am available after that. So you have plenty of opportunity to ask me for help. If you're on campus, after class, just go to the library and do your homework and finish your reading assignments, and let me know if you need help. Okay, and this is the most important thing of my job, helping you to understand what we're trying to teach in this course there. And we also have a Learning Assistance Center now offering free tutoring service. I don't know how it works in the summer though. It's located in the RCF, and that's the building where you see the cafeteria and the new building that we had there. Not the one that we're still working on. By the way, that's our new Science, Engineering, Technology building. Will be up and ready in 2017. So we're going to have a brand new Science, Engineering, Technology building there. So LAC, that Learning Assistance Center, they do have free tutoring. You need to talk to them and see the availability of the tutors there. Now again, I would prefer that you come to me, get information from me. But if I'm not available, and you cannot ask me that question there, and we do have other help available on campus there. Okay, so that's something that I do want you to understand there. Okay, and so I also recommend that you form study groups. And even though we're all here just for 5 weeks together for this course there, and Canvas actually have that function there. You can send out message to everyone in your section, in your class there, say, well, for a certain period of time, let's form the study groups and let's work together on these topics there. I would recommend you to do that, because sometimes when you look at one particular question there, you may have a different perspective. Other people will have different perspective there. And when you work together, it actually works better, and then you can help each other. Although the problem in the study group there, and there's always one or two people in that group will just sit there waiting for everyone else to do the work for them. And that just defies all the purpose of study group there. So I do not want to do, in this course, whether in the regular semester or in the summer semester there, I do not want to schedule team-based learning, which is a term you may have heard on a regular basis these days. And my take really is, your college education, you are solely responsible for your college education. You should not, your grade should not be affected by someone else on your team who's not doing what they're supposed to do. So you take full responsibility for whatever you're doing in class there. And the team-based learning, that's a very noble idea, and I love that idea. It just doesn't work, at least for me. Okay, so also you may have heard the term flipped classroom, flipped classroom or flipped lectures and whatever. The student taking charge, and we have a discussion. Chem 101, it's a beginning chemistry class, and a lot of things need to be introduced before students can do self-studying. And there's a place called grad school where you go to flip classes there. Okay, you can do flipped classroom there. Well, actually, when you get into grad school there, you will probably have to do that, because the professor will just tell you, hey, do this on your own and figure it out. But in Chem 101, I think we still want to have that traditional lecturing and question and answering session there. And I do not want to get too innovative in my approach of teaching there, because I've seen enough different approaches there. And people are trying to report results based on those different types of activities. There are one semester, I want to share this with you. In one semester, one of my colleagues in another division there actually have this flipped classroom approach and teaching a whole course there. At the end of semester, 2/3 of the class walked into the division office filing a complaint against the instructor. And then when we have that faculty retreat there, and I saw the faculty, the person who's doing that flipped classroom presentation and reporting the result. Boy, it was a wonderful result there. And I knew personally that 2/3 of the class were not happy with that approach. And yet, the presentation there gave me the impression that I should flip my classroom as well. And I'm not going to do that. Okay, so you can form study group on your own, and if you need me to be there when you have a study group to answer questions, actually I'll be more than happy to go there. And you can reserve a private room in the library. I think they have a limit of up to 7 or 10 people there, and you can have your own room in there as a study group there. If you need me to be there, just let me know when and where. And as long as I'm available, I will go there and I'll try to answer questions. And that works better, because if you come to me individually, I help one person at a time. And if I have a group there, 7 or 10 people there, I can answer the same question for 7 or 10 people at once. So that works